Justin, my dear son, what's the matter? You've just come back from school but your face looks so down. Is everything all right? Tell me, what has happened? You look very disturbed.
Mother, today my teacher insulted me very badly in front of everyone. He even sent a message to you, saying that you should stop teaching me at home. He said that I must only study in the way he teaches, and not in any other method.
What? That's unbelievable. What wrong have I done by teaching my own son? Did I make a mistake by guiding you? All I ever told you was that before memorizing anything, it is important to understand the concept first. What's the use of cramming lines from a book and writing them in the exam without knowing their meaning?
Yes, Mother, but Sir Mason insulted me badly. He said it very clearly, I am not supposed to learn through any other pattern or style. He warned me that I must only follow exactly what he teaches, nothing else. Because of that, please don't teach me anymore. I don't want you to face more humiliation.
No, my son. That's not right at all. Education is not about blind memorization. It is about clarity and real understanding. If I explained lessons to you in a way that clears your doubts, then I have done nothing wrong. Your teacher is supposed to encourage learning, not crush it.
But Mother, he scolded me harshly in front of everyone. He even mocked me for learning differently. I felt so small, as if I had no value. It was humiliating. Everyone laughed, and I couldn't even lift my head. That's why I am saying, please, don't teach me again.
This is beyond acceptable. A teacher's role is to guide and uplift students, not to break their confidence. How can he insult a child in front of others like this? And on top of that, forbid a parent from helping their own child? That is pure arrogance.
Mother, I just don't want any more problems. Please don't fight with him. If you meet him, things might get worse for me in class. I'll manage with his way, even if it means just memorizing without understanding.
No, son. I will not let this injustice pass. You are my child, and your dignity matters to me. Tomorrow itself I will meet this teacher face to face. I will ask him why he thinks humiliating a student in front of the whole class is acceptable. This is not the way education works. I cannot and will not tolerate anyone crushing your spirit. Mason, finally. I've been waiting only for you to come home. I need you to come with me to the hospital right now. Will you please take me? I don't want to go alone.
Mother, I'm exhausted. Today was a long day at school, and I'm completely tired. Why do we have to go to the hospital? Is everything okay? Are you sure it's urgent?
It's your aunt's husband. He's been admitted. He's been very ill for 3 days now. I'm worried about them. I want to go and ask how he's doing and see if there's anything they need. That's why I need you with me, Mason. My legs are hurting too. I cannot walk long distances or stand for hours in the hospital waiting room. That's why I'm asking you. I need your strength and your help today. It would mean so much if you could come with me. Thank you, Mason. Even if you're tired, a short trip will be fine. We'll be quick, just ask about his condition or medicines they might need. I really appreciate you coming with me.
Okay, I'll come. Give me 5 minutes to wash my face and freshen up. I'll put on my shoes, and we'll go.
Thank you for being here when I needed you most.
Carter, honestly, in this entire city, you couldn't find any other hospital? There are plenty of good ones. Why this one? I even spoke to your father's doctor, and they can't figure out what medicines he's prescribed. The list doesn't even make sense. You people are unbelievable sometimes. Mason, listen carefully. This doctor is one of the best in the city. He's well known, highly respected, and has years of experience. He knows exactly how to treat my father and which medicines are necessary. Just because you don't understand his handwriting or his approach doesn't mean he's wrong. That's the problem, Carter. You people don't have enough knowledge. You're not well read enough to understand what I'm saying. If you were more educated, you would see the point I'm making. But fine, after all, it's your father, not mine. I was only trying to advise you. Mason, Why do you always bring your education into every conversation? You could have spoken politely, but no, you always make people feel small. Is it your new hobby to humiliate others? Just because you have degrees, does that mean the rest of us are fools? Must you act as if everyone around you is your servant? Carter, listen, you're my cousin, and I respect that. But let's be honest, education is important. I studied hard, I earned knowledge, and I'm not wrong for using it. When I spoke to your father's doctor, I was only making sure things were correct. There's nothing insulting in that. Mason, you always hide behind this word, education. But education without humility is nothing but arrogance. God does not like pride. Success should make a man more compassionate, not more boastful. Don't you see? You're turning your knowledge into a weapon to belittle others. And here we go again, another lecture. Carter, every time I say something practical, you start preaching. I'm not boasting, I'm speaking facts. If you refuse to accept reality, that's on you, not me. I can't help it if truth sounds harsh to your ears. No, Mason, this isn't about truth. This is about your attitude. You came here to ask about my father's health, yet all you've done is criticize the hospital, insult the doctor, and mock our family. Tell me honestly, did you come here with genuine concern, or just to remind me how superior you think you are? Carter, don't twist my intentions. I do care for your father, and that's why I asked those questions. But you must admit, knowledge matters. Without it, people get misled. Maybe I'm too direct in the way I speak, but I'll always value facts over feelings. Still, since you've taken it as an insult, I'll stay quiet now. Focus on your father, that's more important.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Mason. Your relatives are already worried because of your uncle's illness, and there you were, shouting with Carter and speaking to people rudely in front of everyone. I have told you time and again to stop making yourself look special. How could you behave that way when the entire family is hurting?
Mother, I didn't say anything wrong to Carter. I simply pointed out facts. I asked why they chose that hospital and whether the right medicines were prescribed. That isn't shameful. And remember, I told you I didn't want to be dragged or tired, so I asked you not to take me.
Whether you felt tired or not, it doesn't give you the right to act superior. Every time you go anywhere, you start showing off your education, lecturing people as if they're beneath you. I'm tired of repeating this. Stop thinking you're above others. Humility is what matters, not degrees or titles.
I'm not showing off. I'm being sensible. If something about the treatment doesn't add up, I will speak up. If that makes me rude in your eyes, then fine. But I won't pretend everything's okay when people's health is at risk. I'm allowed to stand up for what's right.
Standing up for what's right doesn't mean you crush people's feelings to prove a point. There is a difference between correcting a mistake and humiliating someone. Your words can wound. Your tone matters. I have pleaded with you many times to temper your speech with kindness, for the sake of peace in this family.
You always tell me to be kinder, but you don't see when others dismiss facts because they feel offended. I have the education to recognize errors. If I keep silent, someone could be harmed. I won't pretend ignorance just to make people comfortable.
Mason, God does not like arrogance. Talent and knowledge are gifts. They should make you more compassionate, not colder. You can correct a doctor or cousin without making them feel small. Please, learn to speak with respect. Otherwise you will push people away, even when you genuinely want to help.
Final exams are around the corner. I want to know, how have you prepared your students in your subjects? What kind of training and revision have you given them? Answer me directly. I'm asking you a clear question. Final exams are coming. What preparation have you provided to your students? Why are you ignoring me? This silence is not professional. Emma? What kind of behavior is this? I'm talking to you respectfully, and you don't even have the courtesy to reply. Do you think ignoring me makes you superior? You're insulting me with your silence.
Mason, please, don't talk to me. You teach in this school, I also teach here. You handle your classes, I handle mine. If I answer your question, you'll twist it, add your own arguments, and then start boasting about how much knowledge you have, how many degrees you've collected, how many languages you know. I'm tired of this cycle. I don't want to engage in your games anymore. Let me focus on my students, and you focus on yours.
All right, Miss Jealous. If that's how you feel, fine. I don't need to talk to you either. It's not as if my health depends on having conversations with you. You're not doing me any favor by staying silent. I'll manage perfectly well without your responses.
Call me jealous, call me whatever you like, Mason. I honestly don't care. But please, don't talk to me anymore. Watch over your own students. I will take care of mine. That's the boundary I want. Let's keep it that way, for everyone's peace. I will never speak to that man again. A person who doesn't even know how to talk with basic courtesy is not worth my words. I don't understand how someone like him even ended up in this school. The way he behaves with colleagues, and the way he teaches his students, I've seen enough to know what kind of person he is. He thinks his harshness is strength, but in reality it only exposes his arrogance. Yes, I know exactly how he deals with his students. I've watched his methods. And while he believes he is building discipline, all I see is pride and self-importance. He teaches more about his ego than about the subject itself. The best way to handle such a man is to avoid him completely. No arguments, no discussions, no unnecessary words. Silence is the strongest shield against someone who thrives on conflict. A person who is full of pride and thinks he is the greatest in every room will only drain your peace of mind. Avoidance is not weakness, it is wisdom. For the sake of my mental peace, I will keep my distance and let him drown in his own arrogance.
Jealousy in its purest form, I witnessed it today, and it was written all over her face. That teacher cannot stand me, and why? Because I outshine her. Of course, she would feel insecure. Between her education and mine, there is no comparison. I have studied far more, achieved far more. She may try to act indifferent, but deep inside she knows the truth. I am far ahead of her. Knowledge is power, and I possess it in abundance. That's the reality. No matter how she tries to dismiss me, she cannot erase the fact that I know more than she ever will. Let them ignore me. Let them refuse to talk. It makes no difference. I am who I am, with or without their acceptance. Their silence cannot reduce the weight of my achievements. If anything, it only proves their insecurity. I carry knowledge that few people around me could even dream of having. Whether they admit it or not, I stand above them. That is not arrogance, that is the truth. And truth, no matter how much it hurts them, will always remain truth. All right, son. Tell me, what is Newton's second law of motion? Explain it to me as you would in your exam.
Daddy, Newton's second law states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the force applied, and the change takes place in the direction of the applied force.
Fine, you've said the words exactly as they are written in the book. But now tell me, what do those words actually mean? When you say momentum and rate of change, what is happening in real life? Do you understand the meaning behind the words you memorize?
That's what Sir Mason told us to learn. He said, study exactly the way I teach you, repeat the same lines, and you'll pass. He doesn't ask us to explain beyond that. He said the examiners want the same wording, so that's how I learned it.
This is exactly the problem. You're just repeating phrases without any clarity. A student should be able to connect science to life, to examples, to real understanding. But you're parroting sentences without meaning. This shows me your teacher's method is hollow. He's stuffing you with lines, not with knowledge. All right, let's try mathematics. Tell me the formula for the area of a circle.
Wait, let me check. I don't remember exactly. I know it's in here somewhere. I'll just look and then tell you.
This is not the way to learn, son. You should understand these formulas. not run to the book every time. What are they teaching you in school? Nothing but memorization. Tomorrow, I will meet your principal myself. And yes, I will also speak to Sir Mason directly. He may think repeating words is education, but I can see it's leaving your concepts completely unclear. This is not learning, this is blind cramming. Mr. Mason, I came here today because I am deeply concerned about my son's education. He recites exactly what's in the textbook, but his concepts remain unclear. He cannot apply knowledge, he only memorizes words. Tell me, what will he do with this in real life? If you are not satisfied with my teaching methods, sir, you are free to withdraw your child from this school. I have my own style of teaching, and I do not answer to every parent's preference. That is a shocking response, Mr. Mason. I am not here to threaten withdrawal. I am here to question a system that makes children parrots. You speak of education, yet you ignore comprehension. Do you not see the damage this causes? Please don't try to lecture me on how to do my job. I know what I am doing. I am highly qualified, I have studied extensively, and my method is proven. I focus on results, and that is what matters at the end of the day. Knowledge is not pride, Mr. Mason. You speak of qualifications, but what I see is arrogance. True teaching is about shaping minds, not stuffing them with memorized lines. You may produce results on paper, but do you produce thinkers? Again, I say, do not tell me what my role is. Wait until the results come in. When your son passes his exams, you will understand that my way is effective. Parents should judge by results, not by empty arguments. Results? You reduce education to marks on a paper? That is not success, Mr. Mason. A child who cannot explain, cannot question, cannot reason, what future will he have? Passing exams is not the same as understanding. Sir, you've seen it yourself, the conspiracies against me have collapsed. People try to question my methods, but the exam results speak louder than anything. Now you must believe in my talent. Yes, Mason. You are correct. The marks your students achieved are indeed impressive. They show discipline and preparation. Exactly, sir. It is because of me. These results prove my approach works. Honestly, it is a favor to this school that I am teaching here. Without me, the standard would be far below what I bring. I am the only truly educated man here. Mason, I acknowledge your contribution. But remember, humility also has its place in education. Success is never built on pride alone. Sir, with respect, this is not pride, it is reality. I raise the level of this institution. My presence here is an asset the school cannot deny. Well, Mason, I must go now. Parents are waiting to meet me, and that is also part of my duty. We can continue this discussion later. Miss Jealous, what do you say now? Did you see my students' results? Strong marks across the board. Admit it, you envy me. I am the most educated, the most knowledgeable, and with my degrees I can achieve anything. All your little conspiracies against me have collapsed.
Mason, enough. Stop this arrogance. God despises pride and arrogance more than failure itself. You parade exam scores, but tell me, do your students truly understand what they learned?
There it is again, more jealousy. You cannot accept that I outshine you. Results prove my worth, Emma. My students pass, and that is all anyone cares about.
No, Mason. Passing is not understanding. You train them to memorize lines from books, not to grasp real concepts. Parents are dissatisfied, students are confused, and yet you hide it behind marks. That is not teaching, it is deception.
Deception? Or talent? Perhaps you cannot stand that the principal trusts me and praises me. Admit it, you wish you were in my position.
You may fool the principal with grades on paper, but you cannot fool me. I see your reality. You teach from pride, not from purpose. You seek to glorify yourself, not to build students. That is why your so-called success rings hollow.
Say what you like, Emma. Call me arrogant, call me proud, it doesn't matter. The results are here, and jealousy will keep burning inside you.
Then keep your pride, Mason. But remember, pride may lift you today, yet it always leads to a fall. And when that fall comes, no result sheet will save you.
Did you see how she was fuming? Jealousy written all over her face. But I don't care. My students scored high marks, and that's what matters. Their success is proof of my brilliance. Of course, how could they fail? I am highly educated, with multiple degrees and countless certificates. With a teacher like me, my students can never fall behind. Let the jealous ones burn in their envy, it doesn't matter. My standards are above theirs. They cannot reach me, no matter how hard they try. I am not only a teacher, I am a motivational speaker. My words flow like fire. I can command any room, win any debate. Let them gossip and conspire. I rise higher each time. I do not care.
Mason, will you keep sleeping all day? Get up, it's time for school. You'll be late again if you don't move.
Mother, I don't feel well. My body feels hot, like I have a fever. My whole body aches, and I feel so strange. I don't think I can go.
Fever? Let me check. You look unwell indeed. Fine, I'll take you to the doctor immediately. Come on, let's get ready.
No, please. I don't have the strength to go outside. I feel too weak to even stand. Could you call the doctor here instead?
All right, Mason. Don't strain yourself. I'll call the doctor to come home and examine you here. Just rest for now.
Thank you, Mother. I really can't move today. Please hurry and call him.
Madam, Mason's fever is not breaking. We have run all the necessary tests and collected his samples. The intensity of the fever has already caused some complications, and I must tell you honestly, it has started to affect his brain.
My son. He doesn't even respond when I call his name. I tried everything, shaking him, begging him to speak, but he cannot utter a single word. He cannot even move his lips. Doctor, what is happening to him?
The fever has impacted his neurological functions. What we are seeing is extremely concerning. Mason is showing symptoms of aphasia, which is the loss of his ability to use language. Along with that, he has developed mutism, a complete inability to speak, and also dysarthria, where the muscles of the tongue and mouth fail to coordinate for speech. It is one of the most difficult conditions to treat.
You mean my son cannot talk anymore? He was such a brilliant speaker, always so full of confidence and words. And now he lies here silent, like a stone.
Madam, please understand. We are doing everything possible medically, but in such conditions, medicine alone is not enough. Mason desperately needs prayers. His condition is not good at the moment, and if this continues, things could get worse.
Doctor, after God, only you can save my son. Please, I beg you, don't let him slip away. You must try harder. Use every treatment, every medicine you have. Please, don't give up on him.
I am not giving up, madam. We are monitoring him every minute, but you must prepare yourself. If the fever continues to damage his brain, the situation may go beyond our control. That is why I said, pray to God. Only divine mercy can bring him back now. I know this is unbearable for you, but hold on to your faith. Medicine has its limits, but prayer has no limits. Keep praying for Mason's life and recovery, madam. Right now, he needs both our treatment and God's intervention.
O merciful God, you gave him life, you gave him words, please return his voice and strength. Remove this fever that has stolen his health and restore his mind. Forgive our shortcomings and look upon him with mercy. Let no pride or weakness keep him from your grace. I trust you, God. Please bring my son back to me. Amen. Mason, my son, look at you. This fever has struck you so hard that you cannot even move, you cannot even speak. You lie here in silence, helpless. I warned you many times, do not let pride and arrogance live in your heart. God blessed you with education, with knowledge, with success. But you turned that blessing into pride. Today, this small fever has silenced you. You always boasted of your degrees, your certificates, your many languages. But now your tongue itself refuses to move. Where are all your words now? You would often speak as if you were above everyone, as if no one else mattered. You forgot humility, Mason. You hurt hearts with your pride, and you look down upon others. God does not love arrogance, my son. No strength, no education, no talent can stand before his power. Man is weak, Mason, weaker than he ever imagines. See now. You called yourself a great motivational speaker, proud of your tongue. Yet today, your tongue cannot even form a single word. This is God showing you that all power belongs to him. If God granted you success, you should have used it with humility, not with pride. You should have lifted others up, not pushed them down with insults. Mason, you must ask God for forgiveness in your heart. Even if you cannot speak, call out silently. He is merciful. He sees your weakness. Repent now, before it is too late.
If you are successful, if you are highly educated, if you have achieved great milestones in life, never use that success to belittle others. God does not love arrogance or pride. The degrees you hold, the certificates you earn, they are for your growth, to use in a positive way, not to make others feel small or insulted. Pride and arrogance are dangerous traits. Remember, true success is not in showing off or looking down on people, but in staying humble and using your blessings to lift others up. I hope you enjoyed today's story. Thanks for watching Ninja Cartoons. May God bless you all. Amen. See you tomorrow with a new topic. Until then, take care everyone. And goodbye.